Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hello YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Welcome to my channel. It's 8:37 in the morning. I just woke up. I'm just waking up. 5 minutes ago, my wife just woke me up. We had a huge storm come through here last night. 2 o'clock in the morning. It was thundering. The rain was pounding the windows. I slept in that master bedroom last night because my daughter got scared because there was a spider. I found the spider and killed it, but she still didn't want to sleep in there. So I ended up sleeping there, and the rain was pounding on the side window so bad, lightning and thunder. My roof inside my hallway is leaking. So that means I have to get up on the roof and figure out why that's leaking. Or I should say it leaked. Nothing happened in the tiny house. My wife said everything's fine over here. Nothing happened in the gazebo. I mean, it was a humongous storm, lasted 2 hours. My cat slept with me last night. She was crying. She's like, wow, 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 wow. Look, this rain gutter is still dripping water. And it stopped raining hours and hours ago. But, I washed my, we must have had a river here last night or something. This tree fell over here. My wife told me, hey, the tree fell over. I was like, oh my God. See, I knew I should have trimmed that tree. I was thinking it was this tree. And nope, look at all this. It's all almost level already. Matter of fact, this tree didn't get any damage, which is totally shocked. But this tree over here did. Nothing happened to the privacy wall. And look at this tree. This is a huge tree, man. It's on my fence. Hey, get over there. Wow. I don't have a... Wow, this ground is so soft. It's like I'm sinking in the ground. Way over here. I don't have a chainsaw. Last time I used a circular saw to cut the branch that fell over on that one. I think this fence is the only thing holding this up. Yep, I'm gonna have to break out the circular saw. I was gonna do some yard work today for the other tree, but looks like I'm going to be trimming this tree. Wow, fence all crushed right there. Yeah, it was a bad storm. My wife was just telling me also that the water meters are all, 2 of them are missing. Let's go out here and look. I had a river here last night. There's a freaking... the rain was pounding. My brain is still asleep. Like I said, I just woke up. We were up to 1 o'clock in the morning watching movies last night. Rented 3 movies. Look at this. Boy, this thing was running like crazy. I've never seen this driveway like this before. Crazy storm. They were saying on the radio when we were driving in town, look at that. That severe thunderstorm warnings, but it was a beautiful day yesterday. You know, the clouds did roll in the afternoon, but even during at night, no rain. Like I said, we went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, no rain, nothing. It was nice. Went outside, it was nice. But let's go look at the water meter area. My water meter is fine like always, although it does look like water came here, rushing through here. Didn't do any damage though. Oh yeah, it's completely, man, I've never seen it like this before. That's gone. They're gone. There's only one left.
There.
Oh yeah, it's over there across the street.
Only one.
2 lids. Yeah, I mean, there's 3 lids. It was a major storm. The lightning was lighting up the whole room in my bedroom. I've never had damage to my roof on my big house before. There's a piece of the blacktop right there. It's the third lid right in the middle of the road. This is why you never drive through these flooded roads, because you never know what you're going to hit. And I constantly see people hauling butt. You know, you get a lower car like my wife's car or something like that, and the water's flowing and you hit this, it's going to mess up your front end big time. People just don't learn. That's why I always tell my wife, never drive through one of these flooded type of roads. You never know what you're going to find. But see the black screen thing I have on this window? I had one on this window and one on this window. And that's completely gone. I mean, the rain was pounding this window so hard. I'm surprised this is still here and that light's still here. This stuff always happens at night. Yeah, look. Stinks over here, girls. It was angled towards that way because that's the damage is going that way. Huh. I didn't even think about it. I just thought, you know, it's hard rain, thunder, and lightning. You know, no big deal. Because normally you hear the wind and stuff. You hear, whoo, but nothing. Let me go back. Yeah, nothing on the tiny house. I'm going to check the roof on the tiny house. A little temporary barricade worked. See the rest of this. Look at that, that's like a river. I've never seen that. The last time it rained before this, when I'm filming where the water's rushing underneath the guy's truck, is the first time I've ever seen water come from that direction. Yep, tiny house roof is okay. No shingles missing or anything. I did notice one shingle missing on my roof on this side towards the back. Look at that. This is a river forming over here. It's another reason why I put this barricade up here, just to see if I could deflect any water coming from there. Look at the PVC pipe right here. Styrofoam cup, one of the two. What is that? Styrofoam cup. And this is working. This is deflecting. This concrete that I poured here also working too. That damage right over there has always been there since I bought the house. On that wall, that's always been there. Still looks the same. Got no damage here. All that black freaking sand. And it's supposed, my wife said that the news said it's supposed to rain, what is today? Sunday? It's supposed to rain today and Monday, and then the rest of the week, no more rain. My wife's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, well, I'm going to have to. I mean, I have experience cleaning up storm mess from working, building golf courses and having tree damage on the golf courses. So it's not something, I mean, huge trees bigger than this. This is not a problem for me. The problem is I don't have a chainsaw. And when that one fell over, I used a circular saw, but this has got some big, thick tree trunks. And I just told my wife we're gonna have to buy a chainsaw, because this is getting to be a freaking habit over here. I never liked this fence anyway. But the only reason I haven't cut this tree down before, because it is half dead and half alive, is because privacy. It kept viewing from Mrs. Kravitz over there. I have no idea. I don't see any tiles or shingles missing up there to where the rain is coming in. It's by the back door over here. Not back there, but that's the laundry room. It's the door right before you come into the laundry room, so it would be just to the right of that thing right there, whatever that is. Breathing stack. None of the shingles look messed up or destroyed. Huh. That's the bathroom right there. I'm going to have to get up there and look. That's a branch I need to get rid of too, right there, hanging onto my roof. I have a viewer who saw my video of me talking about this thing broken, not staying down. and he said he found one up in the junkyard. He lives in Phoenix. I live near Tucson. He said he found one on eBay also, but how he found it, I tried to look on eBay. No, the only thing it pulls up is this right here. This is not broken. This piece, it's not broken. This lid works perfectly fine. What is broken is this piece right here. I don't know if I can zoom in on there. Can't see in the viewfinder. This piece here that hooks onto this piece. This broke off, and that's what's keeping this lid shut. But in order to get this piece, this whole whatever this is called, cubby hole, glove box, I tried everything I could think of to find on eBay and I can't find it. I took these two screws out. This piece pops up, but I can't get it out because of these things. So I took this lid off, and I still can't get this piece out. I tried to look on the Kia dealership website. I couldn't find it either because I don't know the name of this piece. This is what's broken. This piece right here goes down into this and then hooks under this lip. So I don't know, maybe if I can get a piece of metal, put it across here and then screw it into here. I don't know, MacGyver it. I haven't tried that, but like I said, this is fine. I don't need the dash cover. This car has 3 dash glove boxes. It has one down here, and it has one right here. Oh, there's my glasses. I got my old glasses in here. Didn't even know that. That's how often I get in my glove box. But yeah, I was gonna see if that's the same. When you type in glove box on eBay, you get these. When you put the top dash glove box, you get this lid right here. So that's not an important item for me right now. Like I said, I can always just take this off and these things will just be sticking out and I can drive like that. That doesn't bother me. It's not something like, oh, I gotta fix it because I need it because my car won't start or something. But, I can take that lid off and completely forget about it and not deal with it forever. But my wife was just telling me, she turned the news on and she was watching the news, and it says 60% moisture in the air today, and it is, I'm not even kidding, it is so freaking humid out right now. It's so muggy. I lived in Florida for 25 years. I lived in Indonesia for 3 years, and the humidity there, it's a completely different type of humidity than what we're dealing with here in Arizona. I mean, the one in Indonesia was really bad. I always have to carry a rag towel around me because I would be just soaking wet whenever I went outside. But in Florida, never bothered me, ever. It's so thick. The air is so thick and so hard to breathe because we have a dry weather out here, and then when the humidity comes, like 60% moisture in the air, that's what they called it. There's 60% moisture in the air. It's freaking humidity. You know? I saw a white truck over there. I don't know if that's the water company or not. So it is about 11:17. It's been a couple hours since the last time I recorded. This is my hallway, and so we got a water stain there. We've had many rainstorms before, and there's a little one right there. And that looks like a stain, and a stain there too. I don't know, can't tell. Might be wet. Never had this problem before ever, and we've had a lot of storms come through here. So I'm gonna go up there on the roof and find out why it's doing that. It's sketchy getting up here. But I see the shingle there. I have no leaks on this side though. They just got blown up. Maybe I can staple that back down. Alright, so I see absolutely nothing up here to, it's in line with this, right?
All the way up, there, and the water just slides in down.
These, my wife's talking to me. These shingles are layered so water can't get on them. There has to be a crack or a hole or something. But, wow, right there probably. That's the only spot I see that it can get in right here. That's got to be the culprit. Because this shingles, there's no holes or damage anywhere else. I think I need to get some tar and tar around all these because the Arizona heat just... Definitely that's what I'm going to need. This has got to be it because this is all cracked. Yeah, she's tapping exactly right here. Yep, this is the culprit right here. Whatever this thing is. As I was up here, I trimmed this branch that was hanging all the way over here. Get that out of the way and done. I think the wind was coming from that direction and it was blowing this up. And water was getting underneath this, blowing it, and then getting underneath this. So I'm going to prepare it with this and then at another day come back and just completely cover all this with this tar. So this is not a permanent fix, this is just a temporary fix. This stuff dries pretty quick. I glued that one all the way around that one that was flipped over backwards. Put glue all underneath it, squeezed it down, glued all around the cracks. This one, I glued any shingle that was loose that I could just, if I could lift it up a little bit, I siliconed it, I squirted underneath it, siliconed it, and I don't know if I got every single one because I could be up here all freaking week trying to find ones that are loose. But this is the general area right here where I almost 98% positive this is where the leak's coming from because this was completely loose, that was loose. That's all this, you could lift them up loose. So if the wind was coming from that direction, the rain was being forced underneath there, and then the tar around here is so brittle. All the tar is brittle in all of them. I need to just re-tar everything again. But for now, because my wife's like, watched the news and like, oh, thunderstorm coming today, she wanted me to fix this, and that's what I did. I got it all up underneath here. So if it leaks again, it's going to be coming from somewhere else. And then I went down, all the way down, checked every single one. If it was just a little bit loose, I lifted up, squirted, forced the silicone underneath it, all the way down. These ones were a little bit loose. Not this loose, but worse than this. But yeah, this is the line where the leaks are. But when I get the roof tar, I'm going to come back and I'm going to, oh, I missed one right here. See how that one is? I will come back and I don't know if I can staple these. If that'll work, I'll try a couple staples and staple them down just to help it. Since I'm waiting on my wife to get the stapler for me, I think I'm going to trim that tree today too. This one, there's no rush on that one. The whole ground around that whole area is so squishy and soft you sink in it. I think that needs to dry out before I do any work on that. But I'm definitely going to trim this tree today. So now I'm going to trim this tree because I'm more worried about this tree than anything. I got to get some weight off of these branches somehow, because that's right where my wife parks her car. It's already been in the body shop once. I don't want to send it there again. So definitely get a before look. I get my stapler and I staple down all the shingles that I glued up there, so that's good enough for me until I get the tar. But definitely I got to clear this, and then I'll deal with that big tree another day. Hello, Mr. Lizard. I see that lizard every day. Anyways, I'm going to get my skill saw, and I'm just gonna cut. I don't care what my wife says, she likes this tree, but I'm just gonna cut it down. I'm gonna have her move her car, and I'm just gonna cut these suckers down because I'm gonna have a problem if I don't. I mean, there's nothing here after trimming everything really for any privacy, so I'm gonna get my skill saw and just cut them down. All right, so whoever's watching this, do not copy me. This is not a how-to. I do not have a chainsaw, but I have many years experience cutting trees down, building golf courses, so And this is a tiny tree compared to what I'm used to cutting down. I am shaking so much because my sugar's got to be low, so I'm eating a Snickers bar. And I want to get it to fall that way. So I think I gotta do this one first, because if I cut that one first, it's gonna hit this and then fall. So I think I'm gonna work on this one first. So this one can fall straight down. It might take out this branch here, so I might gonna have to cut this one first.
Yeah, because it's gonna fall this way.
Yeah, I gotta cut this one first. That one up there I don't care about. Cut that one. So let me get that going. Cut a wedge right here, and now I'm gonna cut back here, and hopefully it will fall right there towards the direction of my son. We'll see. It's not as precise with the skill saw as it is with the chainsaw. It won't hit my house though. It's going. It's cracking. A little weight on it. I just cut it. I started to see it go. Let's see where's the angles. Cut a little bit more. Go. Fell right where I want it to fall. Now I just got to trim all this stuff. I'm more worried about this tree falling, landing on my wife's car than anything. I got to do the same thing with that one now.
That one
I got to
fall down.
cut it, angle it that way.
Yeah.
Well, let's trim this one up first. I'm going to get rid of this stressful problem I've been having for a long time, worrying about this landing on my house. And after seeing that big tree fall down, I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna cut it down before it falls down. Cause that one, I don't care about that fence. That one I can trim another day, but this one I definitely have to get to before another storm comes tonight. So the back part I'll leave because it kind of blocks the view from Mrs. Kravitz. But this part here, I have to get rid of. So another perfect cut. I forgot to yell timber. So late timber. 2 down, and then 1 1/4 more to go. I'm just gonna get rid of that one. I left these this high because these little sprouts like to come out from the stump, so this will regrow right here. Because this is, I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it's a tough tree. Wherever it breaks, new sprouts always sprout out. You can see right here. So I'm gonna cut these and then leave this, and then it will regrow. My wife's like, it looks so naked and bare here. Yeah, it does. Look at this barrel cactus. Flower looks nice, man. Look at that flower. I get distracted by any kind of little detail. I'm gonna leave all this crap. If this ever breaks in a storm, I don't care. Another perfect cut, man. It just snapped and just dropped straight down like that. And now it looks like my yard is so much bigger right here. I am soaking wet. Look at this. Soaking wet. Looks so much bigger in my yard now. Alright, I gotta clean this up, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day because it's 2 o'clock. I'm starving. You can't even tell I got 2 cut down trees stuffed in the other tree over there. Man, I am whooped. I am soaking wet, starving. Seems like it's gotten hotter and more humid. I got a pile over here too. Out of sight, out of mind. Well, there you have it. That's how you cut a tree down with a skill saw. I wouldn't recommend anybody trying it. Like I said, I got many years of practice cutting trees down with chainsaws that I pretty much know how to cut a tree down without getting hurt myself. When I first bought this property, this tree was half that size of what it is, and this tree was not even as tall as this bar right here. It was strapped to this metal thing here, and it was about this high. And now this thing is going to be something huge and something of a problem. And every time that it stormed and every time it rained, I was stressing that this thing was going to snap, because every windstorm, every rainstorm, something breaks. Fortunately, it's been breaking on that side. And I've been lucky. After seeing this big, huge tree right here, cracked down, I said I gotta do something about this. So, cut it down with a skill saw. I saved myself 50 bucks at going to Home Depot and buying a chainsaw. Got it all cleaned up. My wife and son were helping me. About 45 minutes into it, my wife's like, that's it, I'm done, I'm not doing this. Today's a rest day. I'm gonna go in and make lunch and I'll call you when it's ready. So, I got the roof temporary fixed. It's gonna be good enough for until I can get into town and get some tar. I got pretty good confidence in that Gorilla Silicate waterproof seal. So, man, I am wore out. I rented 3 movies last night. We watched 2, Alien Covenant and Ghost in the Shell. And I'm so glad that I wait for DVD, because if I went to the movie theaters and see these movies just suck when you go to the movie theaters. Because if I take me and my family of 4, we go to the movie theater, I can drop 125 bucks easily on tickets and popcorn and drinks and candy. Now I just spend $1.25 and rent the DVD, and if it sucks, I'm not so angry. So anyways, I'm gonna go in. I got a 3rd movie we gotta watch. I gotta run in, take a quick shower, eat some lunch, and watch the 3rd movie. It's called Colossal, and take the rest of the day off and rest. So thanks for tuning in to my videos and watching my videos and liking them. Thanks for leaving me comments. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos and participate with me in my videos. Like always, this is not a how-to video, but this is how I do stuff. And look at them rain clouds come in. It is freaking humid as heck, man. Thanks for watching. Oh, yeah.